Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So what I wanted to do today is I just really wanted to just come on and film me finishing this look. I was actually about to start the other eye and then I was just like, or actually I was putting my transition colors down for both eyes and I was like, wait a minute, let me stop. Let me finish one eye and then come on camera and finish the rest for you guys. But I was inspired by this YouTuber and slash Instagram beauty blogger by the name of Xthuyle. She is really good at makeup. Her looks really inspire me from time to time. That's why I follow her, because she's just really cool, really funny, and her looks are amazing. But yeah guys, this is going to be a simple, easy eye makeup tutorial. If you have eyes like mine, where like they're a little bit more hooded and more like you have a really tiny eyes and small lids, very little lid space, then this is definitely going to be the tutorial for you. I'm going to zoom you guys in up close so that I can finish this other eye. Alright, so the palette that we're using for this makeup look is this guy right here. It's the Morphe X James Charles palette. And yeah, I've been using this palette pretty much every day since it came out. It's a really good palette. If you want to know more details about, you know, the palette and things like that, then check out my previous videos. I'll leave them linked up and through here. I already have primer on my eyes. The primer that I use is the one that I've been using for a while. This is the MAC 24-Hour Extended Eye Base. And I'm going to take a Morphe M441 brush and I'm going to be going into one of the transition shades, which is this shade right here. And I'm literally just going to be going back and forth in my crease. So this is going to be like my base color to transition all of these other transitional shades that I'm going to be putting into my crease, as well as my lower lash line later in the video. So now that I have that color down, I'm going to go into the shade right next to it with the same brush, and I'm going to be going in the crease as well, in the exact same place that I put the original color that I placed down. But the reason why I'm doing it like this instead of going straight into, let's say, the color that I'm using now, is just because I like taking my time with building up color, especially when it comes to those transition shades, just so that everything blends out seamlessly and a little bit more naturally. Just because if you go in with a really pigmented color, but also if the color is really deep in color as well, just trying to blend that one color out can take forever. So that's why making a foundation or building up those layers of lighter colors and then going into those deeper colors really helps with your blending and just everything, making your makeup application, specifically with eye makeup, more easier. But as you guys probably have figured out, I'm going into the shade that's right next to it, this deeper, darker, kind of chocolatey brown transition shade. And I'm going to go a little bit lower in the crease versus going directly on, just because with my eyes, I want to build that definition like right where my actual natural crease is, just to kind of help push this area back, just so it looks like I have a lot more lid space than I actually do. And literally all I'm doing is just taking the same brush and just going back and forth, but just a little bit lower. So next one I'm going to do is work on my lower lash line before I cut my crease. I'm going to be taking this guy right here. This is the RK by Kiss 24-Hour Eye Define Eyeliner, my favorite black eyeliner. Alright, sorry guys, that was a quick cut. I had to take an important phone call. As you guys know, I do film with my cell phone, so if somebody calls, that just basically interrupts the filming process. So this is a Morphe M408 brush, and I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I'm going to apply that on my lower lash line, keeping it very high as possible. And then I'm going to go into this shade right here, the shade right next to that shade, and I'm just going to go over the same area. And then finally going back into the palette, I'm gonna go into this shade right here, this deeper kind of like embarky type of shade. I'm really gonna focus that color more so on the outer portion. So I'm going to be cutting my crease with the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm using the shade Porcelain. So what I like to do is literally just kind of place the concealer on my mobile lid, and then just literally looking up, closing, and that's kind of like the point where, okay, I don't need to go higher than that with the concealer. Crease is cut, so time to pack on that yellow shade. So I'm going to be going back into, of course, the James Charles palette, taking a flat eyeshadow brush and going right into this yellow shade, and I'm going to pack that all over where I put the concealer. And really making sure that I really pack this color on. And out of all the colors in the James Charles palette, the yellow is the only one that I've tried so far that has a bit of fallout. Now that the yellow is down and packed on, I'm going to go back into those transition shades that I used earlier, just to kind of like buff out this line of demarcation that we have here, so there's kind of like a more nice seamless blend between the cut crease and the rest of the eyeshadow look. We're gonna do eyeliner. I never do this type of eyeliner on my channel just because I am like, at least on myself, I am not confident with like getting eyeliner exactly the same on both sides, which is why I never ever do eyeliner on my channel, at least winged eyeliner like this. But I'm going to attempt it on camera, and let's hope that it comes out exactly the same the first time. This is the L'Oreal Lacquer Liner, 24-hour L'Oreal Infallible Lacquer Liner in Blackest Black, and I'm using a MAC. Is this a MAC? This is a, yes, this is a MAC 266 brush, I believe. And I'm literally just starting from the bottom, just making sure I look. And what I like to do is I like to extend from the bottom rather than extend from the top, just because the way my eyes are set up is that if I start from the top, then my wing eyeliner will be way up here and it'll be like this versus like just like that. Alright guys, so lashes are on. The look is pretty much complete. I just need to add a few little touches here and there. But yeah, I'm really digging this. Are you guys digging this look? Definitely leave a comment down below if you are a fan of this sort of kind of like yellow sunset sort of cut crease situation. I definitely like it. So let's go ahead and complete the look. I do have a highlight on this side of my face. For highlight, I use this guy right here in the James Charles palette. I use this color right here, right next to the white. And I'm using a Morphe M510 brush. And just tapping off the excess of that and literally just going to take it right on the high points of my face. And I really like this color as a highlighter just because it kind of really like almost melts into the skin. And what I like to do is I like to go over like with a sponge or with whatever foundation brush that I use and literally just kind of tap over it just so it melts into the skin a little bit more, because I did already use setting spray, but you can use setting spray to do this trick as well. But just kind of going on and kind of layering it up just so that you can get the shine that you want, but without it looking too powdery or anything like that. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than what Twee did in her makeup look. She did more of a kind of like very almost pinky sort of nude type of lip. I'm going to go something for more of like a deeper nude lip, something a little bit more chocolatey. I'm going to be first putting on the L'Oreal Infallible Chocolate Lipstick and Liquid Lipstick and 70% Yum. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that concealer that wow. I'm going to take a little bit of that LA Girl concealer that I use to cut my crease. And I'm just going to kind of pat this on the center of my lips just to kind of lighten the color up a bit. Alright, and finally I'm going to be going over top of it with this guy right here. Of course you guys already know. This is the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. This is the finished look. How do you guys like it? Do you guys like my little kind of like inspiration, recreation sort of deal? I really love doing, I've been really loving doing cut creases lately. I don't do them often, but lately, like in the past few months, I've been doing them a lot more often just because I have been getting a lot more better at doing them on my eye shape. So if you guys have trouble, you know, doing cut creases, if you have hooded eyes and you have trouble doing like cut creases and things like that, then definitely, you know, give this video a thumbs up and also leave a comment below of other looks that you guys would like me to do in the future. Also, if you have any friends that have trouble putting on eyeshadow and they have, you know, hooded lids or, you know, one part of their lid kind of sags a little bit lower than the other, kind of like mine does a little bit, or if they have small eyes, then definitely show them this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when I do upload my videos. And yeah, guys, I will catch you guys later in the next video.